Good afternoon to you all. I hope I am audible. Pavitra sir, do you hear my voice?
Good afternoon, Sinmay.
Good afternoon, sir. So, good afternoon to you all. We are going to start our online student seminar. Respected Dr. Ramesh Das sir, Principal, Bapujee College, Forukhetri, Dr. Ananta Deka sir, Dr. Ananta Deka sir, Head of the Department, Geography, Mangaldai College, Dr. Pavitra Kumar Nath sir, Head of the Department, Mangaldai College, Geography Department, Mangaldai College, and all the respected teachers present there, and my dear students. So today we are going to start the very first student seminar, which is being conducted under a memorandum of understanding between the Department of Geography, Mangaldai College, and the Department of Geography, Bapujee College, Forukhetri. So on behalf of both the departments, I welcome you all. So first and foremost, I would like to discuss the aims and objective of this seminar. So this seminar aims to foster the research mindset, ICT skills among the students of both the departments, and it will motivate the students for studies and their skill sets for presentation, how to present a paper or how to present a topic before a large audience. With that being said, now I would like to call Dr. Ramesh Das sir, Principal, Bapujee College, Forukhetri, to deliver his welcome address. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Chinmay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir,
Am
you
I
are audible.
audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
সন্মানীয় আমাৰ আজিৰ এই ৱেবিনাৰত উপস্থিত থকা ৰিচাৰ্চ পাৰ্চন ডক্টৰ প্ৰণজিত কুমাৰ শৰ্মাদেৱ, মংগলদৈ মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ ভূগোল বিভাগৰ মংগলদৈ মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ ভূগোল বিভাগৰ বিভিন্ন আমাৰ সন্মানীয় শিক্ষকবৃন্দ, লগতে মোৰ বাপুজী মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ আমাৰ মুৰব্বী অধ্যাপক ডক্টৰ অনন্ত ডেকাদেৱ, আমাৰ মৰমৰ চিন্ময় কুমাৰ নাথ, মোৰ মৰমৰ মংগলদৈ মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ ভূগোল বিজ্ঞান বিভাগৰ সমূহ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, লগতে অন্যান্য বিভাগৰো ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, আমাৰ বাপুজী মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ মৰমৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, আজিৰ এই ৱেবিনাৰখনত উপস্থিত হৈ দুআষাৰ কোৱাৰ কাৰণে সুবিধা দিয়াৰ বাবে মই আপোনালোক সকলোকে ধন্যবাদ আৰু কৃতজ্ঞতা জনাইছোঁ। আমাৰ আহি থকা দিনবোৰত এনেধৰণৰ অনুষ্ঠানে আমাৰ দুয়োখন মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ দুয়োটা বিভাগৰ উপৰিও গোটেই ছাত্ৰ সমাজ লগতে আমাৰ শিক্ষক সমাজক প্ৰতিনিধিত্ব কৰাৰ লগতে অনুপ্ৰাণিত কৰিব বুলি আমি আশা ৰাখিছোঁ। এটা সুদূৰ প্ৰসাৰী আমি আশা দেখিছোঁ। সন্মানীয় শিক্ষকসকল আৰু মৰমৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, আমি এইখন যি দুইখন মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ মাজত আমি যি মেমৰেণ্ডাম অফ আণ্ডাৰষ্টেণ্ডিং MOU সাইন কৰিছোঁ, সেই সাইন কৰাৰ আমাৰ উদ্দেশ্যটো হৈছে ভৱিষ্যতৰ প্ৰজন্মৰ কাৰণে যিটো একাডেমিক এক্সচেঞ্জ যিটো প্ৰগ্ৰাম, নট অনলি একাডেমিক, কেৱল একাডেমিকেই নহয়, বাহ্যিক দিশত, সামাজিক দিশত সকলো ক্ষেত্ৰতে আমাৰ এইটো সহায়ক হ'ব বুলি আমি ভাবোঁ। আৰু এই ক্ষেত্ৰত আমাৰ যদিও দূৰত্বটো অলপ বেছি, বাপুজী মহাবিদ্যালয় আৰু মংগলদৈ মহাবিদ্যালয় আমাৰ অলপ দূৰত্ব আছে, তথাপিতো আন্তৰিকতাটো আমাৰ আমি তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ MOU এখন সাইন কৰিবলৈ আমি সুবিধা পাইছোঁ। আৰু এই সুবিধাখিনি দিয়াৰ বাবে আমি মংগলদৈ মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ অধ্যক্ষ মহোদয়, লগত আমাৰ ভূগোল বিজ্ঞান বিভাগৰ সকলো আমাৰ যি ফেকাল্টি মেম্বাৰ আছে তেওঁলোকক আমি ধন্যবাদ জনাইছোঁ, কৃতজ্ঞতা জনাইছোঁ। আৰু এই ক্ষেত্ৰত আমি আমাৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলখিনি বিশেষ অনাৰ্ছ থাকে, তেওঁলোকৰ কাৰণে বেছি সুবিধাজনক হ'ব। আৰু আমাৰ ইতিমধ্যে এটা গ্ৰুপ মংগলদৈ মহাবিদ্যালয়ত তেওঁলোকে ভিজিট কৰিছে, আৰু আমি আশা লগতে ৰিকুৱেষ্টো কৰি যে মংগলদৈ মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ পৰাও ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী আমাৰ ইয়াত আহক, শিক্ষক আহক, আমাৰ নলেজ মানে শ্বেয়াৰ কৰক, তেওঁলোকৰ যিখিনি জ্ঞান, তেওঁলোকৰ এইটো আমাৰ সেইটো হয়, গতিকে প্ৰেক্টিকেল ৰিলেটেড ছাবজেক্টৰ শিকিব লগা বহুত থাকে। কেৱল কিতাপৰ নলেজখিনি, ক্লাছৰ নলেজখিনি আমাৰ চাফিচিয়েণ্ট নহয়। আমি বাহ্যিক দিশতো ফিল্ড যিটো আমাৰ এক্সপেৰিমেণ্ট বা ফিল্ড যিটো ছাৰ্ভে থাকে, এই ফিল্ড প্ৰজেক্টবিলাকতো আমাৰ নিশ্চয় এই ক্ষেত্ৰত সুবিধা হ'ব। আৰু আমাৰ এতিয়া হৈছে প্ৰতিযোগিতাৰ যুগ। এই প্ৰতিযোগিতাৰ যুগত NEPও আহি আছে, নেকৰ এছেছমেণ্ট আছে, গতিকে চাৰিওপিনৰ পৰা আমি প্ৰতিযোগিতাই কৰিব লাগিব। এইটো যে কেৱল শিক্ষকৰে প্ৰতিযোগিতা, চাকৰি ক্ষেত্ৰতে প্ৰতিযোগিতা, এইটো নহয়, এইটো ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীৰ মাজতো প্ৰতিযোগিতা চলি আছে এতিয়া। গতিকে ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলেও এই ক্ষেত্ৰত আমাৰ এই এক্সচেঞ্জ প্ৰগ্ৰামৰ যোগেদি নতুন নতুন জ্ঞান আহৰণ কৰি সকলোৱে আগবাঢ়ি যাওক, আৰু নিজৰ কেৰিয়াৰটো গঢ়াৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত এই আমাৰ ডিগ্ৰী লেভেলৰ পৰাই, আমাৰ যিটো আণ্ডাৰ গ্ৰেজুৱেট লেভেল আছে, ইয়াৰ পৰাই আগুৱাই যাওক তেওঁলোকে। ভৱিষ্যতৰ নিজৰ কেৰিয়াৰটো গঢ়াৰ লগতে কলেজখন, গোটেই সমাজখন, নিজৰ পৰিয়ালখন, নিজৰ ৰাজ্যখন তেনেকৈ আগুৱাই যাওক, আমি আশা ৰাখিম। আৰু এই যিটো আমাৰ NEP যিটো ছিষ্টেম আহি আছে, আমি এডভান্স হ'ল আমাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত, আমাৰ হয়তো বহুত ক্ষেত্ৰত আমি বাপুজী মহাবিদ্যালয় যিহেতু আমাৰ এটা অনুষ্ঠান সম্পূৰ্ণ গাঁৱৰ মাজত আছে, আমাৰ এটা কিছুমান এক্সপ'জাৰ আছে, আমি দিব পৰা নাই বাহিৰত। আৰু সেইকাৰণে মই আপোনালোকক এই ৱেবিনাৰৰ যোগেদিয়ে মই আহ্বান জনাম, আমাৰ বিশেষকৈ আমাৰ লোকেশ্যনটো সৰ্থেবাৰী, বৰপেটা জিলাৰ সৰ্থেবাৰীত পৰে। আৰু আপোনালোকে জানে এই সৰ্থেবাৰীখন হৈছে আমাৰ কাঁহ পিতলৰ উদ্যোগৰ এটা বিশেষ ঠাই, য'ত নেকি অসম বিখ্যাত, ভাৰত বিখ্যাত পিয়ৰ কাঁহ পিতলৰ এতে বাচন বৰ্তনবিলাক বনোৱা ইণ্ডাষ্ট্ৰী আছে যথেষ্ট। গতিকে কেৱল ভূগোল বিভাগতে আমি আবদ্ধ নাৰাখি আমি অন্যান্য দিশতো ইণ্ডাষ্ট্ৰিয়েল ৰিলেটেড বা তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ ছ'চিয়েল ৰিলেটেড গোটেইখিনি আদান প্ৰদান কৰিব পাৰোঁ। আৰু এই ক্ষেত্ৰত আমি আমাৰ প্ৰতিজন ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীৰ লগতে শিক্ষকবৃন্দৰ সহযোগিতাটো অতি গুৰুত্বপূৰ্ণ। ডেডিকেটেডলি আমি কাম কৰিব লাগিব, আমি ডেডিকেটেডলি পঢ়িব লাগিব, আমি ছাৰ্ভিচ দিব লাগিব। দ্বিতীয় কথা হ'ল কি, আমি পঢ়িলে আমাৰ কেৰিয়াৰটো গঢ়িব। এতিয়া এইখিনিতে মই আমাৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীৰ লগতে মংগলদৈ মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ যে তোমালোকে 3 বছৰ এখন মহাবিদ্যালয়ত থাকিবা, বা যিসকলৰ মাষ্টাৰ ডিগ্ৰী লেভেল আছে তেওঁলোকে 5 বছৰ থাকিবা এই 3-5 বছৰত ডেডিকেটেডলি যদি তোমাৰ যিটো কৰ্তব্য আছে তুমি যদি পালন কৰা নৈতিকতাৰে যদি পালন কৰা গতিকে ভৱিষ্যতৰ যিটো কেৰিয়াৰ আহিব লগা তোমাৰ জীৱনৰ যিটো কেৰিয়াৰ গোটেই জীৱনটো সুখময় হোৱা বুলি আমি ভাবি ল'ম আৰু নিৰ্দিষ্ট নিশ্চিত যে যদি মানুহৰ জীৱনত ল'ৰা ছোৱালীৰে হওক বা চাকৰি ক্ষেত্ৰতো এইটো হয় খাতে যে প্ৰথম 5 বছৰ 6 বছৰ যদি ডেডিকেটেডলি নিজৰ যিটো দায়িত্বখিনি অলপ পৰিশ্ৰম কৰি নেৰানেপেৰা চেষ্টা কৰি যদি আগুৱাই যোৱা হয় ভৱিষ্যতটো কিন্তু বা পজিশ্যনত আহিব পাৰে গতিকে এই ক্ষেত্ৰত আমাৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলে আমাৰ যিখিনি ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী জড়িত হৈ আছে আজি স্পেচিয়েলি আমি ভূগোলৰ কথাই কৈছোঁ যিখিনি ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী জড়িত হৈ আছে তেওঁলোকে নিশ্চয় বুজি পাব যে প্ৰেক্টিকেল থকা ছাবজেক্টবিলাকৰ আকৌ অলপ প্ৰেক্টিকেলি কেতিয়াবা অলপমান অতিৰিক্ত দায়িত্ব পালন কৰিব লগা হয় কাৰণ মই নিজেই এজন প্ৰেক্টিকেল ৰিলেটেড ছাবজেক্টৰ টিচাৰ হিচাপে আছিলোঁ আৰু এই অভিজ্ঞতা পঢ়াৰ ফালেও কৈছোঁ মই প্ৰেক্টিকেল ছাবজেক্ট নাথাকিলে আৰু থাকিলে এই দুটা ভাগত যায় আমি প্ৰেক্টিকেল ৰিলেটেড থকা ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীয়ে যিখিনি কথা আমি শিকিব লগা হয় বা কৰিবলৈ আমি বাধ্য হওঁ আমি কৰি যাওঁ যাৰ ফলস্বৰূপে আমাৰ কেৰিয়াৰবিলাক অলপ বেলেগ চাইডত গুচি যায় কামবিলাক অলপ বেলেগ চাইডত গুচি যায় গতিকে মই আহ্বান জনাম ভূগোল বিজ্ঞান বিভাগটো যিহেতু প্ৰেক্টিকেল ৰিলেটেড ছাবজেক্ট এইটো ফিউচাৰ কিন্তু আমাৰ স্কোপ বহুত আছে আমি ল'ব জানিব লাগিব ফিউচাৰটো আমি ল'ব জানিব লাগিব কেনেকৈ আগবাঢ়িলে আৰু আমাৰ যিসকল শিক্ষক থাকে বা অধ্যাপক থাকে মহাবিদ্যালয়ত তেওঁলোকে তোমালোকৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীৰ কাৰণে নিশ্চয় খুব ভাল ধৰণে ডেডিকেটেডলি কাম কৰে আজিকালি আৰু শিক্ষকবিলাকে আমাৰ ফাঁকি দিয়া বা তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ সেইবিলাক নাথাকে আজিকালি সকলো শিক্ষকে সমান আৰু তেওঁলোকে ডেডিকেটেডলি কামবিলাক বা শিক্ষকতাই হওক বা অন্যান্য ক্ষেত্ৰতে হওক সহায় কৰি যায় ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীৰ ভৱিষ্যতৰ মংগলৰ কাৰণে কাৰণ প্ৰতিযোগিতাৰ যুগ আৰু 21 শতিকাৰ এই সময়ত আমাৰ NEP এটা লাগাবলৈ ওলাইছে এই বছৰৰ পৰা আমাৰ NEP নিউ এডুকেশ্যন পলিচি যিটো আহি আছে গতিকে প্ৰত্যাহ্বানটো আমাৰ আৰু আহিব তাৰমানে জেনেৰেশ্যন আফটাৰ জেনেৰেশ্যন আমাৰ প্ৰতিভাৰ বিকাশটো ক্ৰমান্বয়ে বাঢ়ি আহিছে গতিকে এই সুযোগতে মই সকলোকে আহ্বান জনাম মৰমৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল তোমালোকে নিজৰ কৰ্তব্যত পঢ়া পাতিৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত তোমালোকে সময়বিলাক নষ্ট নকৰি একাডেমিক দিশত লগতে যদি আমাৰ ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টৰ ফালৰ পৰা কেতিয়াবা যদি প্ৰেক্টিকেল হওক বা এছাইনমেণ্ট হওক বা তেনেকৈ ফিল্ড ৰিপৰ্টত কেতিয়াবা লগা হয় গোটেইখিনি আগুৱাই যাব লাগে ইয়াত আৰু কোনো ধৰণৰ সহকাৰ পিছলৈ কথা নাহে যিহেতু কেৰিয়াৰটো গঢ়িব লাগিব গতিকে সকলোৱে সমানে আগবাঢ়ি যাওক আৰু শিক্ষকৰ যিখিনি পৰামৰ্শ বা শিক্ষা সেই শিক্ষাটো কিন্তু এটা কথা মনত ৰাখিব লাগিব ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলে যে অনলাইন শিক্ষা চিষ্টেমত সকলো বস্তু কিন্তু নাপাব পাৰে আমি জানো যে গুগল সাৰ্চ কৰিলে সব বস্তু পোৱা যায় বস্তুটো পাই গ'লে আমি কি কৰিব লাগে বা কিতাপ কিয় পঢ়িব লাগে সেইটো কিন্তু ভুল ধাৰণা এটা হৈছে আমাৰ নৱজাগৰণৰ নতুন যিটো প্ৰজন্ম তেওঁলোকৰ মাজত কিন্তু এইটো সাংঘাতিক এটা হেৰি হৈছে যে আমি গুগলত পাই যাওঁ ক্লাছ নকৰিলেও চলি যায় প্ৰেক্টিকেলখিনি কৰি ল'লে সেইটো নহয় কথা ভুল ধাৰণা কিতাপৰ যিটো জ্ঞান সেই জ্ঞানটো বেলেগে দিব নোৱাৰে সেই ৰাইটাৰজনে দি থৈ গৈছে যিজনে লিখিছে ক্লাছৰ যিটো জ্ঞান সেই জ্ঞানটো কোনো গুগলত পোৱা নাযায় কোনো কিতাপত পোৱা নাযায় এজন শিক্ষকে যেতিয়া ক্লাছত শিকাব বা কিবা প্ৰেক্টিকেল এটা কৰিব তেওঁ যিখিনি জ্ঞান শিকাব বা তেওঁ যিখিনি উপদেশ দিব সেই কথাখিনি কিন্তু বেলেগ টিচাৰ বা বেলেগ মানুহ বা বেলেগ কিতাপতো পোৱা নাযায় বা গুগলতো পোৱা নাযায় দিছ ইজ দ্য ডিফাৰেঞ্চ গতিকে যে গুগলৰ বস্তুবিলাক 100% শুদ্ধ নহ'ব পাৰে গতিকে সাৱধান কেতিয়াবা এনচাৰ কৰাটো পৰীক্ষাত যেতিয়া এনচাৰ কৰিবা তেতিয়া সকলো বস্তু যদি গুগলৰ পৰা 100% যাৰ ফলত মাৰ্কিঙৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত কিছু তাৰতম্য হ'ব পাৰে। মই ক'লে ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলক আহ্বান জনাম, ক্লাছবিলাক ৰেগুলাৰলি কৰিবা, প্ৰেক্টিকেলটো কৰিবা য'ত যেনেকৈ সুবিধা হয়। আৰু অনলাইনৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত আমি ক'ভিডত কৰিছিলোঁ অনলাইন। ক'ভিডৰ সময়ত আমি অনলাইন সকলোৱে কৰিছোঁ, সকলোৱে পৰীক্ষা দিছোঁ। তাৰ কোৱালিটি কি হৈছে সকলোৱে জানে, ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলে জানে, আমাৰ শিক্ষকসকলে ভালকৈ জানে যে কোৱালিটি কিমান ডিটৰিয়েট হৈছে। ডিটৰিয়েট হৈছে আমাৰ অনলাইন ছিষ্টেমৰ পৰা ডিটৰিয়েট হৈছে। গতিকে আমি মোবাইলটোৰ লগত বেছি সময় ব্যস্ত নকৰি বা টাইম নষ্ট নকৰি আমি একচুৱেল যিটো ভাৰ্চুৱেল আমাৰ যিটো ভাৰ্চুৱেল যিটো আমাৰ প্ৰেক্টিকেল যিটো ফিল্ড, এইটোত বেছি গুৰুত্ব দিব লাগে। কাৰণ অনলাইন ছিষ্টেমটোত আমাৰ মাজে মাজে এনেকৈ মিটিং হ'ব, আমি যিহেতু লগালগ হোৱাৰ অসুবিধা হয় কাৰণে মিটিংবিলাক আমি দিবলৈ বাধ্য হৈছোঁ। কিন্তু ক্লাছটোতো আমি এনেকৈ দিব নোৱাৰোঁ সদায়। অনলাইন আহিব, NEP-টো অনলাইন আহিব, নাহা নহয়, আহিব। সেইটো ছিষ্টেম আকৌ বেলেগ হ'ব, তাতো আহিব, অনলাইন ছিষ্টেমো আহিব। কিন্তু কথা হ'ল তাৰ লগে লগে শিক্ষকৰ যিটো পৰামৰ্শ, শিক্ষকৰ যিটো গাইডেন্স, যিটো আমাৰ ক্লাছ শ্ৰেণী, সেই কথাখিনি কিন্তু বেছি গুৰুত্বপূৰ্ণ আজি। কাৰণ আমাৰ দিনততো আৰু মোবাইল নাছিল, আমাৰ দিনততো কোনো গুগল নাছিল। আমাৰ সমসাময়িক যিবিলাক শিক্ষক আছে এতিয়াও আছে, আমাৰ পিছৰ প্ৰজন্মৰ যিখিনি শিক্ষক আছে তেওঁলোকে গুগল পোৱা নাছিলে। তেওঁলোকৰ গুগল কোন আছিলে? তেওঁলোকৰ গুগল মা দেউতাক আছিলে বা শিক্ষক আছিলে। তেওঁলোকৰ জীৱনবিলাক গঢ়িছে, বহুত কষ্ট কৰিছে। গতিকে যিয়ে নহওক আদৰ্শবিলাক চবৰে বেলেগ বেলেগ হ'লেও উদ্দেশ্য কিন্তু আমাৰ সকলোৰে একেই, যে আমি এজন ভাল নাগৰিক হ'ব লাগে, ভাল ছাত্ৰ হ'ব লাগে। তাৰপিছত আমাৰ কেৰিয়াৰটো গঢ়ি পেলাই আমি ভাল এখন অনুষ্ঠান, এখন সমাজ, এখন ৰাজ্য, তাৰ লগতে হয়তো ডাঙৰ ডাঙৰ চাইণ্টিষ্ট ওলাই যাব। চাইণ্টিষ্ট হ'ব কোনোবাই, ভাল এটা ভাল ৰেংকত কোনোবাই IAS হ'ব পাৰে, তাৰ পৰা ওলাই যাব লাগিব। আৰু আমাৰ গাঁও অঞ্চলৰ পৰা এইবিলাক সকলো ওলাই গৈছে। গতিকে মই আহ্বান জনাম, আজিৰ এই অনুষ্ঠানটোৱে আমাৰ সাফল্যমণ্ডিত হওক, আৰু ভৱিষ্যতে আমাৰ যিটো আদান প্ৰদান, আমাৰ যিখিনি আদান প্ৰদান হ'ব, এইটো আমি সহযোগ কৰিম। মোৰ ফালৰ পৰা মোৰ এইটো সদায় আহ্বান থাকিব আৰু মোৰ সহযোগটো সদায় থাকিব। মই আমাৰ ভূগোল বিজ্ঞান বিভাগৰ শিক্ষকবৃন্দকো ধন্যবাদ জনাইছোঁ, ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলকো ধন্যবাদ জনাইছোঁ, কৃতজ্ঞতাও জনাইছোঁ। লগতে মংগলদৈ মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ অধ্যক্ষ মহোদয় প্ৰমুখ্যে সকলো শিক্ষকবৃন্দকক মই কৃতজ্ঞতা জনাইছোঁ, ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলক ধন্যবাদ জনালোঁ। গতিকে আমাৰ ভৱিষ্যতৰ যিটো সেইটো কামনা এই সমূহ বক্তব্য ইমানতে সামৰণি মাৰিলোঁ। ধন্যবাদ।
ধন্যবাদ ছাৰ, আপুনি গোটেইখিনি কথা ইমান নিয়াৰিকৈ কৈছে, ভাল লাগিছে। মই ভাবোঁ ল'ৰা ছোৱালী ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলৰ তাৰ পৰা লাভ হ'ব। ইয়াৰ পাছে পাছে মই এতিয়া নেক্সট প্ৰগ্ৰেমলৈ যাব খুজিম। নাও আই উড লাইক টু কল ডক্টৰ প্ৰাণজিত কুমাৰ শৰ্মা ছাৰ টু give a motivational speech for the students. Over to you, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry. So thank you, Simon. So সন্মানীয় বাপুজী মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ অধ্যক্ষ মহোদয় শ্ৰদ্ধাৰ ৰমেশ দাস ছাৰ, সন্মানীয় বাপুজী মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ IQAC কোঅৰ্ডিনেটৰ বিপুল ডেকা ছাৰ, মংগলদৈ মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ ভূগোল বিজ্ঞান বিভাগৰ সন্মানীয় মুৰব্বী অধ্যাপক ডক্টৰ পবিত্ৰ কুমাৰ নাথ ছাৰ, মোৰ মৰমৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, বাপুজী মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল তথা মংগলদৈ মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ ভূগোল বিজ্ঞানৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, তো সকলোকে আজি এই অনলাইন ছেমিনাৰ উপলক্ষে মই স্বাগতম জনাইছোঁ আৰু আশা ৰাখিছোঁ আমাৰ এই যিটো প্ৰচেষ্টা, এই প্ৰচেষ্টাত ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলৰ লগতে আমাৰ দুখন কলেজৰ মাজত এটা বৌদ্ধিক উৎকৰ্ষ সাধন হ'ব আৰু আমাৰ মাজত যিটো বুজাবুজি চুক্তি হৈছে MOU, মেমৰেণ্ডাম অফ আণ্ডাৰষ্টেণ্ডিং, তাৰ সফল ৰূপায়ণ হ'ব বুলি মই আশা ৰাখিছোঁ। মোক একচুৱেলি চিন্ময়ে দিছে মটিভেশ্যনেল স্পীচ টু দ্য ষ্টুডেণ্ট। একচুৱেলি মোটিভেশ্যনেল স্পীচ দিয়া একচুৱেলি চেমিনাৰৰ আগতে অলপ মোটিভেশ্যনেল স্পীচ দিয়া অলপ দিগদাৰ হয় তথাপিতো কৈছোঁ আমাৰ ষ্টুডেণ্টসকলে একচুৱেলি আজিকালি আটাইতকৈ ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট দিয়া হয় মানে আমি গুৰুত্ব দিওঁ মোবাইলটোৰ ওপৰতে মই কৈছোঁ মোবাইলটো একচুৱেলি আমি ছাৰে যিখিনি কথা ক'লে আমাৰ প্ৰিন্সিপাল ছাৰে যে মোবাইলটো একচুৱেলি আমাৰ ভালো হ'ব পাৰে মোবাইলটো আমাৰ কালো হ'ব পাৰে মোবাইলটো আমি কেনেকৈ ইউজ কৰোঁ সেইটো আমাৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলৰ ওপৰত ডিপেণ্ড কৰে আমি ভালখিনি আহৰণ কৰি বেয়াখিনি আমি বাদ দিব লাগিব আৰু আমি সকলোৱে জানো যে ইণ্টাৰনেটত আজিকালি সকলো বস্তু পোৱা যায় ভাল বেয়া সকলো বস্তু এভেইলেবল গতিকে তাৰ পৰা হাঁহে যেনেকৈ লেতেৰা বস্তু খায় তাৰ পৰা যিখিনি লাগতিয়াল বস্তু হাঁহে ফিল্টাৰ কৰি লয় বেয়া বস্তুখিনি যেনেকৈ উলিয়াই দিয়ে দি ঠিক তেনেদৰে আমিও ইণ্টাৰনেটৰ পৰা ভাল বস্তুখিনি আহৰণ কৰি যিখিনি আমাৰ লাগতিয়াল আমাৰ জীৱনত আমাৰ উৎকৰ্ষ সাধন কৰিব আমাৰ উন্নত বা উন্নতৰ পিনে লৈ যাব সেই প্ৰচেষ্টা আমি ৰাখিব লাগে আৰু মোবাইলটো সেই ক্ষেত্ৰত আমি সদায় ভাল কামত ভাল প্ৰচেষ্টাত আমি ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিব লাগে আমি সকলোৱে আজিকালি ফেচবুক ইনষ্টাগ্ৰাম হোৱাটছআপ আমি কৰোঁ কিন্তু আমি ফেচবুক হোৱাটছআপ ইনষ্টাগ্ৰামত আমি কি কৰোঁ একচুৱেলি আমি বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ পাৰ্চনেল ইছ্যুজবিলাক আমি লিখি থাকোঁ আমি বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ নিজৰ ব্যক্তিগত সমস্যাবিলাক ফেচবুক হোৱাটছআপত আমি লিখি থাকোঁ একচুৱেলি ব্যক্তিগত সমস্যা লিখিবৰ কাৰণে আমাক ফেচবুক হোৱাটছআপ দিয়া হোৱা নাই অ'কে বা আমাৰ ইনষ্টাগ্ৰাম দিয়া হোৱা নাই একচুৱেলি আমাৰ ছ'চাইটিত যিবিলাক ইছ্যুজ চলি থাকে ভৌগোলিক দৃষ্টিভংগীৰে হওক বা সামাজিক দৃষ্টিভংগীৰে হওক যিবিলাক আমি চলি থাকে সেইবিলাক আমি একচুৱেলি ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল একচুৱেলি আমাৰ একোটা CCTV ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলৰ চকু জুৰি CCTVৰ নিচিনা হ'ব লাগে যাতে আমি সমাজত ঘটি থকা বিভিন্ন দিশৰ ভৌগোলিক দিশ হ'ব পাৰে বা সামাজিক যিবিলাক আমাৰ ব্যাধি আছে সেই সকলো দিশবিলাক আমি ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলে আমি মন কাণ দিব লাগে আৰু সেইবিলাক বিষয়ৰ ওপৰত আমি বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ বস্তু আমি উপস্থাপন কৰাটো উচিত ফেচবুক বা ইনষ্টাগ্ৰাম বা তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ যিবিলাক পাব্লিক বা ছ'চিয়েল মিডিয়া ডিভাইচ আছে সেইবিলাকেদি কি হয় পাব্লিক এৱেৰনেছ হয় মানুহৰ মাজত সজাগতা বৃদ্ধি হয় আৰু সেইবিলাকে আমাক এখন পূৰ্ণাংগ বা সচেতন সমাজ গঢ়ি তোলাত আমাক সহায় কৰে আৰু লিখোঁতে আমি কি হয় কিবা এটা ভাল টপিকৰ ওপৰত বা ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট বিষয়ৰ ওপৰত আমি যদি লিখিব লগা হয় আমি নিজে অধ্যয়ন কৰিব লগা হয় সেই বিষয়টোৰ ওপৰত বা সেই বিষয়টো আমি পৰ্যবেক্ষণ কৰিব লগা হয় আৰু তেতিয়াই আমি বহুত কথা শিকোঁ একচুৱেলি আমি বাহিৰাখন যেনেকৈ দেখি আছোঁ তেনেকুৱা নহয় নদী এখন প্ৰদূষিত হয় উদাহৰণ এটা দিছোঁ নদী এখন প্ৰদূষিত হৈছে আমি দেখিছোঁ চবেই নদীখন প্ৰদূষিত হোৱা দেখিছোঁ প্ৰব্লেমটো আমি গম পাইছোঁ কিন্তু প্ৰব্লেমটো কি কাৰণে হৈছে কি কাৰণে নদীখন প্ৰদূষিত হৈছে আৰু কেনেকৈ আমি সেই প্ৰদূষিত হোৱা নদীখন আমি ঠিক কৰিব পাৰোঁ এই বিষয়ে যদি আমি অধ্যয়ন কৰিব লগা হয় বা এই বিষয়ে যদি আমি পৰ্যবেক্ষণ কৰিব লগা হয় বা লিখিব লগা হয় ফেচবুকত বা ইনষ্টাগ্ৰামত বা পেপাৰত তেতিয়াহ'লে সেই বস্তুটোৰ ওপৰত আমি সোমাব লাগিব সেই বিষয়টোৰ ওপৰত আমি গভীৰভাৱে অধ্যয়ন কৰিব লাগিব আৰু তেতিয়া আমাৰ জ্ঞানৰ পৰিসৰটো বাঢ়ি যায় আমি ফেচবুকত ফটো চাই আনৰ ফটো চাই লাইক কৰা একচুৱেলি আমি নিজৰ যিখিনি কাম সেইখিনি ভাল কাম যিখিনি সমাজত ঘটি থকা মেইন প্ৰব্লেম সেইখিনি আমি উপস্থাপন কৰাটো উচিত এইখিনিয়ে মই ক'ব লগা বৰ বিশেষ দীঘলীয়া নকৰোঁ তো আমি দুটা কথা ক'লোঁ মোবাইলটো আমি ভালকৈ ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিব লাগে আৰু আমাৰ যিবিলাক ছ'চিয়েল মিডিয়া আমাৰ আছে সেই ছ'চিয়েল মিডিয়াসমূহ আমি অতি আমি নিজৰ কণ্ট্ৰলত ৰাখি আমি ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিব লাগে আমি ভাল বস্তুখিনি ইণ্টাৰনেটৰ পৰা ল'ব লাগে বেয়াখিনি আমি পৰিহাৰ কৰিব লাগে আৰু ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলে সদায় পজিটিভ মাইণ্ড আৰু মটিভেটেড হৈ থাকিব লাগে মটিভেটেড হৈ থাকিবলৈ হ'লে আমি সদায় কিছুমান পৰিশ্ৰম বা শাৰীৰিক আমি মানসিক উৎকৰ্ষ সাধন কৰিবলৈ আমি ভাল কিতাপ পঢ়িব লাগে আমাৰ যিবিলাক মহান মনীষী আছে তেওঁলোকৰ কিতাপসমূহ আমি পঢ়া বা তেওঁলোকৰ জীৱনীসমূহ পঢ়া আমাৰ অতিকে প্ৰয়োজনীয় সেইখিনিয়ে ক'লোঁ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলক ভাবোঁ আমাৰ যিখিনি আজি যিটো চেমিনাৰ এই চেমিনাৰখনে আমাক ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীৰ কেপাচিটি বিল্ডিং বা উৎকৰ্ষ সাধনত যথেষ্ট অৰিহণা যোগাব আৰু ইয়ে তেওঁলোকৰ আত্মবিশ্বাস দৃঢ় কৰিব আৰু বিভিন্ন বিষয়ৰ ওপৰত আমাৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলে আজি উপস্থাপন কৰিব আৰু মই আশা ৰাখিছোঁ যে তেওঁলোকে ভৱিষ্যতেও আমি এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ প্ৰগ্ৰেম কৰি যাম আৰু আমি ফিজিকেলি আমি পবিত্ৰতাৰ লগত কথা পাতিছোঁ আমি বাপুজী মহাবিদ্যালয়লৈকে যাম যিহেতু তেওঁলোক আমাৰ চিন্ময়ৰ নেতৃত্বত আমাৰ ষ্টুডেণ্টখিনি আহিলে আমিও আপোনালোকৰ কলেজলৈ যাম বাপুজী মহাবিদ্যালয়লৈ আৰু এনেকুৱাকৈ এক্সচেঞ্জ প্ৰগ্ৰেম চলি থাকিলে আমাৰ দুখন কলেজৰ মাজত বুজাবুজি যথেষ্টখিনি উন্নত হ'ব আৰু আমি মিউচুৱেল আণ্ডাৰষ্টেণ্ডিং কৰি আমাৰ ৰিচাৰ্চ আমাৰ কেপাচিটি বিল্ডিং আমাৰ বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ সামাজিক যিবিলাক আমাৰ দায়িত্ব আছে সেইখিনি আমি সুচাৰুৰূপে পালন কৰি যাব পাৰিম বুলি মই আশা ৰাখিছোঁ। এইখিনিকে কৈ মই ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন কৰিছোঁ আৰু মোক এইখন সুবিধা দিয়াৰ কাৰণে চিন্ময় ধন্যবাদ দিছোঁ। ধন্যবাদ।
ধন্যবাদ ছাৰ। মই আশা ৰাখিছোঁ আপোনাৰ যিখিনি জ্ঞান আপুনি আজি দিলে, যিখিনি কথা ক'লে, সেইখিনিয়ে দুইখন মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীক লাভান্বিত কৰিব। মই এতিয়া নেক্সট প্ৰগ্ৰেমটোলৈ আগবাঢ়িছোঁ। ডিউ টু চাম টেকনিকেল কণ্ডিশ্যন আমাৰ মাজত আজি বিপুল ডেকা ছাৰ নাই, IQAC কৰ্ডিনেটৰ। তেখেত বেলেগ এখন মিটিঙত ব্যস্ত হৈ আছে। গতিকে মই নেক্সট আমাৰ যোনটো প্ৰগ্ৰেম আছে, মঙলদৈ মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ চতুৰ্থ ষান্মাসিকৰ ছাত্ৰ শ্বাহ আলমক তেওঁৰ নিজৰ প্ৰেজেণ্টেশ্যনটো দিবলৈ অনুৰোধ জনালোঁ। তেওঁ প্ৰেজেণ্ট কৰিব জিআৰ ৰেফাৰেঞ্চিঙৰ ওপৰত। Am I audible, sir?
Good afternoon, Principal Sir Dr. Ramesh Das, Sir of Bapujee College, Khetri. Respected HOD Sir Dr. Ananta Deka Sir, and Teacher in Charge Chinmay Sarkia Sir. Good afternoon to respected HOD Sir Pavitra Kumar Nasa of Mangaldai College and other faculty members of Mangaldai College, and all my dear juniors, seniors, and batchmates participants. My name is Alan. I am a student of 4th semester, Department of Geography, Mangaldai College, and today I am here to present a presentation to how to proceed towards georeferencing a map in the QGIS software. Before proceeding towards the steps, I would like to discuss about what is georeferencing in GIS. Georeferencing is the process of adding coordinate information to a digital image so that it can be accurately displayed on a map. So it is the process of adding coordinates, that is latitude or longitude, to a map so that we can get the accurate result in a map. It is a type of coordinate transformation that binds a digital raster image or vector base that represents a geographic space, usually a scan map or aerial photograph, to a spatial reference system, thus locating the digital data in the real world. So it is a type of coordinate transformation that binds any type of raster image or vector image obtained from scan map, aerial photograph, and it provides a spatial reference system in the real world. This is typically done by attaching known latitude and longitude points to the image. So it is done by attaching the known latitude and longitude points of the map so that we can get the accurate result. Different projections can be used to georeference a map, which gives as a proper coordinate. Once the image has been georeferenced, it can be used in a GIS to spatially analyze or map features in the image. So once the image is georeferenced, we can proceed further for application in different type of techniques in GIS. So now we are going to discuss about the steps to georeference a map. Before starting with the steps to how to georeference a map, I'd like to say about how to add an image in the GIS software. So the first step is to that we have to launch the QGIS software. The figure present in the slide shows that the QGIS interface. The second option is we have to add a layer of image for which we have to select the layer option. In the second step, we have to select the layer option from the taskbar to add an image. Thirdly, subsequent to this, we have to select add raster layer option. From the layer option in the taskbar, we have to select add raster layer option. Fourthly, the pop-up menu appears where we have to select location of the image where we have saved it, and after this we have to click on add option and close in the dialog box. The image appears on the project outcome. So after clicking on add raster layer, so a pop-up menu will appear on the window. So from where we have to select the destined folder where we have saved the raster image, and after that we have to click on add option, and after this we have to close the window. And the final outcome is adding of a new raster image on the project outcome. So this is an raw data, so completely unprocessed data. We can just find out whether it is georeference or not by looking at the coordinates. It is showing some false coordinates like minus 34 degree and minus 170 degree. So from this we can say that this is raw data and non-georeference data. So finally we're heading towards how to georeference a map. At the very first, we have to click on the layer option. On the previous windows, we have to click on the layer option. The second point will be we have to select the georeferencer option, resulting into appearance of new window. Secondly, we have to select the georeferencer option from the layer option. But in some of the earlier releases of QGIS software, we can find the georeferencer tool on raster option. So after clicking on georeferencer option, these windows will appear. The following figure 3 georeference window. Thirdly, now we have to select open raster option, that is the leftmost option below the file option, which will open a dialog box allowing us to add an image from our system to project bar. So after clicking on open raster option, so there will be opening up of a new dialog box which will allow us to select an image to add into the project bar. The next step will be zooming in the image and adding GCP points to the intersecting coordinates in all the 4 corners. So the following image is, this is our image where we have to click on. After zooming in the image, the following dialog box will appear to add all the coordinate points to this. The figure 4 shows the GCP points interface. The next point, after successfully adding all the points, our next step will be selecting the setting option from quick access bar. After successfully adding all the points in the 4 corners according to the given coordinates, we have to click on settings option from the quick access bar of the software. After this, we have to select the transformation setting, which will open up a dialog box from which we have to select the transformation type to polynomial one and also add the file name and destined folder where the file will be saved from the output file option. So after clicking on settings option, it will open up a transformation setting from which we have to select transformation type to polynomial one and also add the file name and the destined folder where the file will be saved from the output file option. The last option is to click start georeferencing, which will finally georeference the image. After completing all the steps of georeferencing, we have to close the window and return back to the previous window, where we have to remove all existing layers, and the next step will be adding georeference map to the window by following given steps. The first step will be click on layer option. The second option will be add layer. The third is add raster layer. The fourth is browse the outcome file from the system and click on add option. So after adding the image, so we will find a new image, georeference image on the window. So figure 5 represents a georeference map. This is the final image which is georeference. We can say that this image is georeference by looking at the coordinate 24.3642 degree north, 72.3554 degree east. This is the accurate location of the coordinate system. So now in this map it is showing correct coordinates which proves that the map is successfully georeferenced. Thank you.
Thank you, Sahalam. It was a very nice presentation done by you. You have beautifully explained how to georeference a map using QGIS software. You have covered almost all the points. I wish you all the best for your future endeavor. Now, I would like to call Nazmina Begum, second semester student, Bapujee College, to deliver her presentation on soil forming processes. Nazmina, over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Nazmina Begum, BA second semester student, Department of Geography, Bapujee College, Sorukhetri. Our respected Ramesh Das sir, Principal of Bapujee College, Dr. Ananta Deka sir, HOD Department of Geography, Bapujee College, Sorukhetri. Dr. Pavitra Kumar Nath sir, HOD Department of Geography, Mangaldai College, and all my respected teachers present here and my dear friends. Today I am going to present on a very relevant topic, that is soil formation processes. আপোনালোকে স্ক্ৰীনখনত দেখা পোৱাৰ দৰে মই এইসমূহ টপিকৰ ওপৰত আলোচনা কৰিম। What is soil? Process of soil formation, soil forming factors, soil types, and soil profile. What is soil? Soil is usually sorry. What is soil? Soil is usually referred to as the naturally occurring organic materials found on the Earth's surface. It's mainly composed of materials, nutrients, water, other organic particles, and some residues of plants and animals. And now, process of soil formation. Weathering is the first process of soil formation. The basic input for soil to form is the weathering metals. Bacteria and small creatures dwell in weathered materials and transport deposits. It also serves as a home for pests and mosses, which are in fair plants' bodies. And third point is that the dead remains of plants and organisms help in humus accumulations. And fourth point is the integrated grasses and plants grow later. Bushes and trees start growing in these weathered areas through these brought in by birds and winds. And the next topic is soil forming factors. There are 5 basic factors that control the formation of soil: parent materials, topography, climate, biological activity, and time. These soil forming factors act in union and affect the action of one another. And the next topic, types of soils. There are 4 types of soil: sandy soil, silt soils, clay soils, loamy soils. Sandy soils. The first type of soil is sand. It consists of small particles of weathered rocks. Sandy soils are one of the poorest type of soil for growing plants because it has very low nutrients and poor water holding capacity, which makes it hard for the plant's roots absorb water. This types of soil is very good for the drainage system. Soils, which is known to have much smaller particles compared to sandy soil and is made up on rock and other mineral particles which are smaller than sand and larger than clay. Clay soils. Clay is, clay is the smallest particles among the other 2 types of soil. The particles in these soils are tightly packed together with each other with very little or no air space. It very stiff to the touch when wet but smooth when dried. Clay is the densest and heaviest type of soil which doesn't drain well or provide space for plant roots to flourish. And now loamy soils. Loamy is the 4th type of soil. It is a combination of sand, silt and clay such that the beneficial properties of each are included. For instance, it has the ability to retain moisture and nutrients, hence it is more suitable for farming. And the last topic is soil profile. The soil profile can be broadly divided into 5 horizons. From the surface downwards, these may be named as O horizons, A horizons, E horizons, B horizons, C horizons, and R horizons. The A and B zones together from the true soil or solum. Thank you all. It was a nice experience to my views before you all. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak here. Thank you.
Thank you, Nazmina. It was a very nice presentation. You have explained almost all the aspects of soil forming sectors and what are the soil profiles. Almost all the things are covered. So next, I would like to call Rituras Basumatari, 6th semester student, Mangaldai College, to deliver his speech on literature review. Rituras, over to you.
Respected Principal Sir of Bapujee College, respected HOD of the Geography Department, and all other teachers present here in the seminar, and my dear friends and all juniors, good afternoon to everyone. Today in this seminar, I am here with my presentation on literature review in research work. So first of all, let me introduce to my topic. Uh, when we conduct a research, we need to follow some steps. This includes abstract or summary, introduction, literature review, research, methodology, conclusion, and references. So, review of literature is one of the most important steps in research process. It is an account of what already known about a particular phenomena. The main purpose of literature review is to convey to the readers about the work already done and the knowledge and ideas that have been already established on a particular topic of research. Literature review is a laborious task, but it is essential if the research process is to be successful. So, meaning of literature review. A literature review is a critical analysis of the existing literature, research, and scholarly articles related to a specific topic or field of study. It is an essential component of academic research and writing, and it is purposed. Its purpose is to provide a comprehensive understanding of a current state of knowledge on a particular topic. A literature review summarizes, interprets, and evaluates the existing published or unpublished material to establish current knowledge of the subject. So there are some key characteristics of literature review. These are objectives. A literature review aims to provide a comprehensive overview of, of the current state of knowledge on a particular topic. Uh, it identifies gaps in the research and areas for further investigation. Scope. A literature review should be focused on a specific topic or research question. It should provide a critical analysis of the existing literature related to the topic. Sources. The sources used in the literature review should be academic, reliable, and relevant to the research question or topic being examined. This may include scholarly articles, books, government reports, and published sources. Analysis. A literature review involves a critical analysis of existing literature. It evaluates the quality and relevance of the research and identifies key themes and trends in the field. Synthesize. A literature review synthesizes the finding of multiple studies and research to provide a comprehensive understanding of the topic. Writing. A literature review should be well organized, structured, and clearly written. It should include an introduction, body, and conclusion. And significance. A literature review is significant because it provides a basis for future research and help to establish the content and the background for a research study or project. So here are some sources of literature review. In this slide, we can see the sources of literature review. These are electronic database, books, journal, conference paper, thesis, encyclopedia, dictionary, research reports, and newspaper and magazines. However, these sources can be further divided into two types. These are primary sources and secondary sources. So primary sources are basically the original research written by the original researcher. These are example of primary sources are research article, unpublished and published thesis, personal diary, handwritten record or report, etc. Secondary sources. Secondary sources are second-hand information prepared or written by someone other than the original author. For example, book chapters, magazines, Wikipedia, journal, newspaper, etc. So, sample of a good literature review. Here, a researcher conduct a literature review on nutrition of children. So, the researcher took this particular sentence shown in the above line, where it is written about the nutrition of children. So, characteristic of a good literature review. A good literature review must be comprehensive. It should include up-to-date references. It should be systematic or in chronological order. It should be free from biasness. It should be well written in the form of summary. Uh, and it should be clearly searched and selected. Accurate references should be given in the review. So at the end, I would like to thank both the Department of Geography from both the college for organizing such seminars and giving us opportunity to prepare ourselves for future debate. Thank you.
Thank you, Rituraj. You have covered almost all the topics related to literature review. We have done a very in-depth study how to do a literature review. I hope our students will be benefited as well, along with your uh, classmates also. So now I would like to call Bijoy Bormon of second semester student, Department of Geography, Bapujee College, to deliver his lecture on land use change dynamics of Kapla Bill. Vijay, over to you.
Respected Dr. Principal of Bapujee College, respected Dr. Ananta Deka sir, HOD of Geography Department of Bapujee College. Respected Pavitra Kumar Nath sir, HOD of Geography Department of Mangaldai College. Respected all teachers and all my seniors and my friends. Today I am going to present a topic on the Kapla bill. Now I am going to share my topic on the screen. Session. As you can see in the screen, now I am going to present the topic on the less known world as a special study of Kaplaville region of Lower Brahmaputra Valley. Land use and study is important because it helps people to understand the dynamics of land use and its impacts on the environment, society, and the economy. By analyzing changes in land use over time, we can identify trends and patterns, evaluate the drivers of change, and assess the consequences of different land use scenarios. And land use study is very important. One of the reason that for understanding the complex interactions between human activities and the environment. It provides valuable insights for decision makers and practitioners to design and implement effective policies and practices that promote sustainable land use practices. Another one important for this study is by Foley in Economic Times All India 2005 titled Global Consequences of Land Use. The authors highlight the impact of land use change in global environmental processes such as climate change, biodiversity loss, and water resources. They also discuss the challenges and opportunities for sustainable land use practices that can balance human needs with ecological conservation. Now, I will go to discuss about this study area. Kaplaville is a well-known bird sanctuary in Assam's Barpeta district. It is covered about 50 kilometers from the town of Barpeta and spans an area of approximately 5.45 square kilometers. Kaplaville is home to around 60 bird species, including numerous rare and endangered species like white-winged wood duck, great Indian hornbill, and greater adjacent stork. This sanctuary is located along the Brahmaputra River and is made up of marshes, grasslands, and woods. The woodlands, the wetlands are especially significant for migrating birds, with numerous species visiting the region throughout the winter months. And Kaplaville was designated a bird sanctuary in 1994 and is administered by the Assam Forest Department. Now, why we have to study about the Kapla whale? We need to conserve the biodiversity of Kapla whale. We need to potentiality for tourism development, and we have to solve the facing menace of population pressure on the Kapla whale and all the increasing threat. Now the aims and objectives of this study. First one is to analyze and understand the degree of land use change in the Kaplabil region of Barpeta district. And second is to critically evaluate the causes and consequences of land use change dynamics in the Kaplabil region. And to study what methods we are use. We use JS tools and methods are used for this study like image classification, sense detection, and buffer analysis. And the results were then analyzed with field knowledge and literature. And to understand easily, you can see the diagram which is attached to this page. And results discussions of this study. First is significant increase in artificial tanks. There are large number of artificial tanks increase near the Kaplaville and fragmentation of Kaplaville core region and increase in agricultural activities within the core wetland and near the Kaplaville. People cultivated in the near of Kaplaville. And the expansions of built up area within the core and the buffer area, and people started to live near the Kaplaville and decrease in attachment with the bill due to increase in personnel ponds. And to understand easily the reason, what are the results we get, that you can see in the diagram. Then in 2003 there are not so much people who are living near the Kaplaville, but now there is large increase in people living and large number of increase artificial tanks. In 2003, the water body is 4.564 square kilometer, and in 2023, there increase it to decrease 3.39 square kilometer. And bare soil is 30.1 square kilometer in 2003 and 9.74 square kilometer in 2023. And agriculture is 7.2 square kilometer in 2003 and 11.7 square kilometer in 2023. And now we can understand easily about the land use change in Kaplaville, that the water body also decreases near the in 2023 compared to 2003, and the build-up of people near the Kaplaville is increased compared to 2003, and the bare soil is decreased compared to 2003, and vegetation also decreases compared to 2003, and agriculture increases which is in 2003 now, but it increase in 2023, and artificial tanks increase largely near the Kaplaville. And conclusion, there are many persons who were directly depend on the Kaplaville in the past. The people pick up fishing as their profession. They catch up Kaplaville fish and sell them in the market. Formerly, on the first day of Bohag, the entire community living around the bill would go fishing together, and each show their loveliness between them. And a large number of fishermen and locals have developed their own ponds for commercial fish farming. And this posed a significant ecological risk to the region as people began to move around and inside the bill for the purpose of commercial fish farming. As a result, the core wetland area has been segmented. Not only that, but folks had begun rice cultivation around the core bill area. Now at present, the people near the Kaplaville also cultivated Boro rice in near the land of Kaplaville. And the study found a considerable rise in the number of artificial tanks in the study areas, buffer regions. Aside from that, there is significant deforestation in the region, as well as an increase in bare soil in the buffer zone. And thank you to all for giving your precious time and listen to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Bijoy. It was a very nice presentation. You have done a very good study on land use sense dynamics of Kapla bill. So I hope all will be benefited from this. And now I would like to call Ananya Sivam, 6th semester student, Mangaldai College, to present her topic on statement of the problem. Ananya, over to you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to one and all present here. Respected Principal Sir of Bapujee College, HOD Sir, HOD Sir of Mangaldai College, Pavitra Kumar Sir, and all the respected teachers and my friends. I am Ananya Shivam from 6th semester, and I'm going to talk over topic statement of the research problem included in our syllabus, second paper research methodology. So So before going to discuss what is statement of the research problem, firstly we need to know what is research. Research in its common parlance means search of knowledge, or we can say the art of scientific investigation. So when we again and again search a theme or a topic for its more clear understanding, then we call it research. One of the most famous definition given by Advanced Learner Dictionary of Common English is research is careful investigation, especially through search of new facts in any branch of knowledge. So when we say statement of the research problem, it doesn't mean any problem that is causing us trouble. Rather, it is a topic or a theme on which we are going to do our research. So what is research problem? A research problem is a statement about an area of concern, a condition to be imposed, a difficulty to be eliminated, or a troubling question that exists in scholarly literature, in theory or in practice that needs meaningful understanding and deliberate investigation. So it means an area, concerning an area, how we can improve the condition of that area, both in theory and practice, and what we can do to eliminate the problem that is facing the area through careful investigation. So as already discussed, research problem is basically a theme, not a real problem that is causing us trouble. So there are some considerations in selecting a research problem, like the researcher should have a deeper interest in the research. He or she should be determined for the research and should have a minimum concentration, minimum focus on the research, and it should be based on logical or rational topic. And if the researcher picks a topic that is not related to that is not a new one on which research has already been done, then it will be somewhat beneficial for that researcher. So magnitude can be one guideline. The time required, that is the duration. So interest, as already told, the researcher should have a deeper interest on the topic. Magnitude, the time available, that is the duration of the research, is also an important factor. And one more thing is narrowing the topic. That is, it will be difficult for the researcher to do a research on a larger topic. If he narrows down into smaller parts, then it will be helpful for him. Then expertism, level of expertise or expertism, he should have a minimum level of expertism in the research, because that then only it will be good as compared to a layman, that is done by a layman. Key elements of research problem. So ideal situation, reality, consequences, and proposal can be some key elements of research problem. Ideal situation means what should be the ideal situation or the ideal condition once we are done with solving of the research. Reality is what is the current state of the research, current state of the area. Consequences mean what are the consequences the area is facing, and what will happen if we don't do research. How the people will be affected by the problem. Next, proposal. Proposal basically means the possible solutions that we can put to the forefront for by the researcher for solving the problem. Next one.
Sir,
Any
voice to শুনা নাই দেখোন।
voice to honey?
তোমাৰ প্ৰেজেন্ট হৈ আছে না মোবাইলত? প্রেজেন্ট করো, প্রেজেন্ট করো, ফাইলটা ওপেন করো। সরি করবেন, স্টার্ট করে দেন।
So now the key characteristics of statement of the problem. So it should be helpful to enhance our knowledge. It should be significant. It should be an original contribution to the existing stock of knowledge, making for its contribution. Then it should lead to further research. That is, the research should be such that it leads to further research to deeper and deeper depths, which helps in our clear understanding. Uh, it should be of interest to the researcher, as already told. He should be interested in the research, and it should be ethical and logical one. So there are can be some examples of statement of the problem, like why is the productivity of Japan is so much higher than that of India? It can be an example of research problem. So India, which is still a developing country, and Japan, which is the world's considered to be the world's second largest economy in the world. So we can do a research on why it is so. What are the factors responsible for its productivity, especially technology progress? So the ultimate goal, if we say what is the ultimate goal of statement of the problem, is to transform a general problem to a more specific or a more targeted problem, which can catch everyone's eye in its solving of the research problem with careful and deliberate understanding. So with this, I'd like to conclude my presentation presented on the topic statement of the problem. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ananya. It was a very nice presentation on the statement of the problem. You have covered almost all the aspects of this topic. Now I would like to request Pikhamoni Deka, 4th semester student, Department of Geography, Bapujee College, to present her topic on global warming.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Principal Sir, Dr. Ramesh Das Sir, Head of the Department Geography, Dr. Ananta Deka Sir of Bapujee College, and Dr. Pavitra Kumar Nath of Mangaldai College. All the respected teacher and my dear friends. Myself, Shikhamani Deka, BA 4th semester student. Today, on behalf of this online student seminar, I would like to present my topic on global warming.
Farming is generally the great effect caused by increased level of carbon CFCs and other. Definition. What does global warming define? Global warming is the phenomena of a gradual increase in, in, in the temperature near the Earth's surface. This phenomenon has been observed over the past 1 or 2 centuries. These changes have distributed the climatic patterns of the Earth. However, the concept of global warming is quite controversial, but the scientists have provided relevant data in support of the fact that the temperature of the Earth is rising constantly. Causes of global warming. There are several causes of global warming which have a negative effect on humans, plants, and animals. These causes may be natural or might be the outcome of human activities. In order to curb the issue, it is very important to understand the negative impact of global warming. They may be as follows: man-made causes and naturally occurring causes. Man-made causes of global warming. First, deforestation. Plants are the main source of oxygen. They take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen, thereby maintaining environmental balance. Forests are being depleted for many domestic and commercial purposes. This has led to an environmental imbalance, thereby giving rise to global warming. Second, use of vehicles. The use of vehicles, even for a very short distance, results in various gaseous emissions. Vehicles burn fossil fuel, which emit a large amount of carbon dioxide and other toxins into the atmosphere, resulting in a temperature increase. Third, chlorofluorocarbon. With the excessive use of air conditioners and refrigerators, humans have been adding CFCs into the environmental, which affect the atmospheric ozone layer. The layer protects the Earth's surface from the harmful ultraviolet rays emitted by the sun. The CFCs have led to ozone layer depletion, making way for the ultraviolet rays, thereby increasing the temperature of the Earth. Fourth, industrial development. With the advance of industrialization, the temperature of the Earth has been increasing rapidly. The harmful emissions from the factories and to the increasing temperature of the Earth. In 2013, the Intergovernmental Panel for Climate Change reported that the increase in the global temperature between 1888 and 2012 has been 0.9 degrees Celsius. The increase is 1.1 degrees Celsius when compared to the pre-industrial mean temperature. Fifth, agriculture. Various farming activities produce carbon dioxide and methane gas. This adds to greenhouse gases in the atmosphere and increase the temperature of the Earth. Sixth, overpopulation. An increase in population means more people breathing. This leads to an increase
in the level of carbon dioxide, the primary gas causing global warming in the atmosphere. Second, natural causes of global warming. First, volcanoes. Volcanoes are one of the largest natural contributors to global warming. The ash and smoke emitted during volcanic eruption goes out into the atmosphere and affects the climate. Second, melting permafrost. Permafrost is frozen soil that has environmental gases trapped in it for several years and is present below Earth's surface. It is present in glaciers as the permafrost melts. It releases the gases back into the atmosphere, increasing Earth's temperature. Third, forest blazes. Forest blazes or forest fires emit a large amount of carbon-containing smoke. These gases are released into the atmosphere and increase the earth temperature, resulting in global warming. Effects of global warming. Following are the major effects of global warming. First, rise in temperature. Global warming has led to an incredible increase in earth temperature. Since 1880, the earth temperature has increased by 1 degree. This has resulted in the increase in the melting of glaciers, which have led to an increase in the sea level. This could have the devastating effect on coastal regions. Second, threat to the ecosystem. Global warming has affected to coral reefs that can lead to the loss of plant and animal lives. Increase in global temperatures has made the fragility of coral reefs even worse. Third, climate change. Global warming has led to a change in climatic conditions. There are drought at some places and floods at some. This climatic imbalance is the result of global warming. Spread of disease. Global warming leads to a change in the pattern of heat and humidity. This has led to the movement of mosquitoes that carry and spread disease. High mortality rate. Due to an increase in flood, tsunami, and over natural climate, the average death toll usually increases. Also, such events can bring about the spread of disease that can hamper human life. Loss of natural habitat. A global shift in the climate leads to the loss of habitat of several plants and animals. In this case, the animals need to migrate from their natural habitat and many of them even become extinct. This is yet another major impact of global warming on biodiversity. Greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is warming of Earth's surface and troposphere caused by the presence of water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, and certain other gases in the air. Known as greenhouse gas, water vapor has the largest effect. A number of scientists have predicted that human-related increase in the atmospheric carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases could lead by the end of the 21st century to an increase in the global average temperature of 3 to 4 degrees Celsius relative to the 1986 to 2005 average. How can we control global warming? The release of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere is the major causes of global warming. It can be reduced by setting a high price of carbon, increasing the biofuel production from organic waste, use of renewable energy like solar and wind power, improving energy efficiency and vehicle fuel economy. avoiding products with a lot of packaging, we can save 1,200 pounds of carbon dioxide annually if we reduce our garbage by 10%. Plants a tree simply will absorb 1 ton of carbon dioxide over its lifetime and safeguarding forests. Turn off electronic device. Simply turning off your television, DVD player, stereo, and computer when you are not using them will save you thousands of pounds of carbon dioxide a year. Ultimately, without the help of everyone in the world, the fight against global warming will never succeed. With the working efforts of everyone, it will be possible to preserve Earth in order for the future generation to prosper. Obama mentioned we will respond to the threat of climate change, knowing that the failure to do so would betray our children and future generations. Joining together, everyone needs to participate in saving the earth through the many solutions listed throughout this slide. Then will only the health, health of the earth and the people living on it be satisfied. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Hikamoni Deka. So you have covered almost all the aspects of global warming, and it is a very high time that we must be concerned about our environment. What are the things that are causing global warming? What can we do to conserve our environment? So she has almost covered all the aspects, and now, without further ado, I would like to call Kalyani Barua, second semester student of Department of Geography, Mangaldai College, to present her topic on cyclone. Kailani, over to you.
Respected Principal Sir Dr. Ramesh Das of Bapujee College, respected Dr. Ananta Deka Sir, HOD of Bapujee College, respected Chinmoy Raj Sarkia Sir, Assistant Professor of Bapujee College, and respected Pravitra Kumar Nath Sir, HOD of Mangaldai College. Good afternoon to one and all present here. As you can see, the topic is basic concept of cyclone and anticyclone. So here it goes. A cyclone is a system of wind. A cyclone is a system of wind or a large air mass that rotates around a strong center of low atmospheric pressure, and it moves counterclockwise in northern hemisphere and clockwise in southern hemisphere. Cyclones are characterized by inward spreading wind that rotates in the low pressure zone. Cyclonic winds move across all over the world except the equatorial belt and are generally associated with rain and snow. Now let's move to anticyclone. It is a large wind system that rotates about the center of high atmospheric pressure. clockwise in northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise in southern hemisphere. It flows is the reverse of that of a cyclone. So there are two types of cyclone. One is tropical cyclone and another one is temperate cyclone. Now let me explain some points about tropical cyclone. Tropical cyclone is also known as typhoon or hurricane. These are the most destructive weather phenomena. Tropical cyclone are the intense circular storm which is originated from warm tropical ocean. And the maximum speed of the cyclone is about 119 km per hour. It causes heavy rain. There are different there, there are different names of tropical cyclone given by the people of the different part of the world. Like in the Atlantic Ocean and Eastern North Pacific Ocean, hurricanes occur. Typhoon occurs in the Western Pacific Ocean. And tropical cyclones occur in the South Pacific and Indian Ocean. From 1998 to 2017, because of tropical cyclone, two lakh 33,000 people died. Over past 30 years, the proportion of world population living on the cyclone exposed coastline has increased by 192%. So there is a high risk of mortality of people of the area. Now let's move to the temperate cyclone. Here we can see that temperate cyclone are also known as extratropical cyclone. This called extratropical cyclone because this type of cyclone is generally occur outside the tropic with a latitude of 30 to 60 degree. These cyclones form between the month of October and November. In northern hemisphere, tropic temperate cyclone is usually formed in Gulf of Alaska or the coast of Japan. And in the southern hemisphere, they typically form in the Tasman Sea or the coast of Argentina. The lifespan of temperate cyclone is about a week, but sometimes these last for 2 weeks or longer. Temperate cyclone are low pressure air, a low pressure area that form in the middle latitude. This cyclone typically from between 30 to 60 parallel where the jet stream is strongest. Temperate cyclone can occur at any time of the year, but it is most common in the winter months. Here are some impacts of cyclone. Strong wind of cyclone causes heavy damage to infrastructure, uproot trees, or it also damage to the natural environment. Due to heavy storm, the level of sea water rises and in the coastal area, flood occurs. Due to rising of sea water, the level of bridges and embankment are also eroded. Because of this, people lost their property, lost their life or their close one also. Not only people, animals also lost their homes and life too. Cyclone also damaged agricultural field. Due to this, there is a shortage of food and people die because of hunger. Uh, Now let's come. These are some pictures of after cyclone. Now let's come to precautions. In our area, if cyclone is most prominent or if we live on the cyclone exposed coastline, we should remember some points like we should not go outside until officially advised. To listen to the local radio for officially warned and advice. To disconnect the electrical appliance and turn off gas supply values. To be aware of damaged power lines, trees, buildings, trees, etc. Now, now some safety tips about cyclone Tauki. Tauki is the name of cyclone given by Myanmar. Remain in the most secure part of your home. Secure your family. Keep first aid box with you. Secure windows and doors of the house. Keep dry non-perishable food with you. Keep monitors, news, and radio channels. Thank you.
Very nice presentation you have done on covered all the aspects of science. So you have shown impact on the thoroughly considered also. So very nice. Uh, Now I like to call for Parismita Das presenting on her experience. Parismita. So before that, I will meet. So the technical thing here, memorizing the main system. I'll take a minute and get back to you. Due to some difficulty, Parismita could not present here. Uh, her mobile is not working actually. So now I would like to request Sumon Deka to present his topic on human migration.
শইকীয়া কিবা প্ৰব্লেম হৈছে নে? হেল্ল'।
হেল্ল', ছাৰ এই নেটৱৰ্কৰ অলপ প্ৰব্লেম হৈ আছে।
কি কৈছা?
ছাৰ নেটৱৰ্কৰ অলপ প্ৰব্লেম হৈ আছে, সেইকাৰণে বস্তুখিনি অহা নাই।
তাৰমানে আমি এতিয়া হয়তো
তাৰমানে আমি
ফোন
এতিয়া
কৰা
হয়তো
ভাল হ'ব।
ফোন কৰা ভাল হ'ব। ছাৰ এজন ষ্টুডেণ্ট আছে, সেইটো এবাৰ চাই লওঁ, ট্ৰাই কৰি চাওঁ 1 মিনিটত, আৰু নহ'লে শেষ কৰিম ছাৰ।
নাই নেটৱৰ্ক যদি
নাই
বেয়া
নেটৱৰ্ক যদি বেয়া
জইন কৰা।
কৰা। ঠিক আছে ছাৰ। Sorry for the inconvenience. So the weather here is not very good. So we are having a network slowdown, due to which the presenters are not being able to share their screen and their voices as well. So with that being said, we are moving to the next program. That is the closing address by Dr. Ananta Deka sir. So I request Dr. Ananta Deka sir, if he is still in the meeting, to give his closing address. Deka sir, are you there? So I guess Dr. Ananta Deka sir is busy with some meeting. So I think he will not be able to present at this point of time. So we are skipping this program as well. So now I would like to request Dr. Pavitra Kumar Nath sir to give some closing address and the vote of thanks. Pavitra Kumar Nath sir, over to you.
হ'ব। Silence. Good afternoon, everyone.
Sir, I think there are 2 mics that are active currently. Your voice is getting echoed.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Principal, Dr. Ramesh Das, Bapujee College. Respected HUD, Dr. Ananta Deka from Bapujee College, Mr. Sinmar S. Sorkia, Assistant Professor from Bapujee College, Dr. Pranjit Kumar Sharma, Assistant Professor, Mangaldai College, my dear students, friends. Today, it's been a very pleasant moment for us to have an interaction in between Mangaldai College and Bapujee College. So, I must definitely thank to the principal and HUD of Bapujee College for giving such a very precious consent to organize this program. So I convey my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Ramesh Das sir, Dr. Ananta Deka sir, and Mr. Sinmay Raj Soikia for taking such a very good initiative for the upliftment of our students. It's a very good step for the upliftment of our student community. I hope today our students from Bapujee College as well as from Mangaldai College are enormously benefited with this program. Therefore, I also offer my heartfelt thanks to all the student communities from Mangaldai College and Bapujee College. Uh, Also, I must thank to Dr. Pranjit Kumar Sharma, all the faculty members of our department, Mangaldai College. Definitely, we would look forward having such an fruitful and very innovative practice in near future. Definitely, we would meet again in this platform in the coming days. Definitely, our students and teachers alike would be greatly helpful. So, once again, I thank all of you. And with these few words, I conclude my speech here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So I think we can end our student seminar now. So thank you from the uh, our side, the Department of Geography, Bapujee College, Kurukhetri. We thank you all for giving us this opportunity to interact with you. I especially thank Dr. Pubitra Kumar Nath sir, Dr. Pranjit Kumar Sharma sir, Dr. Mukul Sharma sir, Mukut Kumar Sharma sir, and Jayanta Barua sir, and Horimon Deka sir, everyone from there. And I would also like to thank Dr. Ananta Deka sir to give us this opportunity to conduct this kind of seminar. I also thank Dr. Ramesh Das sir, Principal, Bapujee College, Kurukhetri. And lastly, I would like to thank all the students out there in Mangaldai College for patience hearing and sitting there for a couple of hours. I think 2 hours has gone. So thank you all. I hope we can meet in such online platform in future. We think we will conduct such kind of activities like group discussion, online classes in our future days. So thank you all. Thanks.
Eh, ahora, 5 de agosto.